Welcome back. Another quote for you to ponder. Education is not just about feeding the brain. Art and music feed the heart and soul. And speaking of food, the phrase is often used in card playing, feed the kitty. Some of you know what that means. Our music boosters, our band boosters here certainly know about feeding the kitty. That's what they do to help support the program here with our students at Downey High School. There's a lot of fundraising going on. And think about the word fundraising, the first part of it, F-U-N, because it is fun to support the band and music program here at Downey High School. My public service announcements for this part of the program, there are two. First one, the band students and color guard are handling pre-sale tickets for the Memorial Day weekend Carnival at Downey High School. Kind of tying in the carnival with the salsa sort of number from the first act. Okay, it's a part of the theme. The tickets are now $20 a sheet, and there's 40 tickets that you get. At the door, they will be 40 tickets for $40. So it's quite a savings to buy those tickets in advance for your Memorial Day weekend holiday. Second announcement is the annual band banquet in recognition of all the achievements of the band and to celebrate the hard work and the season that we've had this year. That banquet is next Friday night, May 19th, and we're selling tickets right now. Student tickets are $10 and adult tickets are $20. I attended that banquet the first time last year and thoroughly enjoyed the fun of the students and them getting their awards for their participation. It was quite an event and great food too. It'll be at the Elks Lodge this year. See any band member for tickets. Now, as we open the second part of our program, let us extend appreciation to our dedicated teachers for their generous gift of time. Well, actually, overtime. Their talent that they share with students and their commitment to helping Downey students enjoy and experience success in the performing arts. First off, I'd like to call on stage, and please hold your applause till the end. First off, Mr. Chris Nelson, our new theater teacher, and his assistant, who is in charge of music and some of the choreography, Jeff McClure. Next, Mr. Corey Orlario, who is our band teacher, as well as our jazz program aficionado, Mr. Corey Orlario. Hang on. And I have one more of my favorite men up here to introduce, which is Mr. Raul Guerrero, who is our marching band teacher, color guard, and percussion ensemble teacher. Let's give some thanks. Thank you very much. And now we have our concert band.
of you actually knew what that was? Okay, so adults who have suffered through your children playing that, and those adults that are closer to my age, I'm sure that all of that was pretty familiar to you. I had an opportunity to play this because I found this, there's actually a professional arrangement that I found online, and why not? This is actually one of the first medleys of songs that I can recall. Christmas morning, 1988, when I stayed up like 2 days straight, and yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. So we'll continue with the rest of it. That was fun. Can I call Mr. Valencia up to the stage? It's time for our typical baton auction. There's Mr. Valencia. So we'll be offering up a 20-second lesson in conducting / getting in front of this group and getting to conduct what will end up being next year's parade march. That's titled The Champion. So this is what some of you might hear like every Friday or Wednesday or Saturday, or lots of days. Mr. Valencia?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you again for all your support throughout the years. This is my 7th year, believe it or not, that I've been involved with this program, and it's not without your help that we can do the things we do and the things that these kids get to do. They're amazing. I've been part of that 70 or 80% that was mentioned before that never played anything, but was fortunate enough to have 2 kids that were, you know, fairly good at what they did, so I've enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed every one of the kids here. So we're going to start the live auction to try and raise some money for our great program. We're going to start at $50. Some of you know my wife is normally known as the one that almost broke me last December as we raised over $400, which I paid because she bid against somebody else. So I tried to keep her at home this year, but unfortunately she followed me here, and I've asked her kindly not to bid this year because it is our last year, and after 7 years I've had to mortgage my home in order to go ahead and pay for some of this stuff. So we'll start at $50. So do I hear 50, 50, 50? Anybody 50, 50, 50? Do we have 50, 50? We have 50? That's my wife back there, forget it. We have 60, do we have 60? Do we have 60? 60, anybody? 60, 60, the bid is 60, 60, do we have 60? We got 60 down here. 70, 70, do we have 70? 70, we have 70 up here. 70, 70, the bid is 70, 70, do we have 70? 70, all bro here, 70, 80, 80, do we have 80? 80, do we have 80? 80, do we have 80? 80 up on the top. 90, 90, do we hit 90, 90, do we hit 90, 90, 90? Is there 90, 90 in the house? 90 over here, Albert. 100, do we hit 100, 100, 100, do we hit 100, 100, 100 up on the top. 120, 120, do you have 120 up there? 120, 120 up on the top. 130, 130, do you have 130? Do you have 130 up there? 130, 130 on the top. Do you have 150, 150, do you have 150, 150 up there? 150, Albert, 150, big 160, 160, do we have 160, 160 up on the top. 170, 170, 170, do you have 170, do you have 170, 170, 170 up on top. 200, let's go up 20. 200, 200, do we have 200? Do we have 200, 200, bid 200 out here. 220, do we have 220? Anybody 220? Bid is 220 up there, come on, 220. 220, bid is 220 up on top. 240, do we have 240? Anybody 240? Do we have 240? 240, bid 240. We have 240, 240. We have 240, 240 up on top. Yeah. We have 260, do we have 260? Anybody have 260? 260, it is 260. 260, we have 260 up on the left there. 280, we have 280, 280, 280 up on top. We have 300, do we have 300, 300, 300 up in the back. 300, 320, do we have 320, 320, 320 up on top. 340, do we have 340, 340, 340, it's 340, 340, do we have 340, 340 out there, 340. I'm getting pretty damn good after 7 years. 340, do we have 340, 340 up on top. Do we have 360, 360, do we have 360, 360 up on top. 380, do we have 380, 380, it is 380, 380, 380, do we have 380, do we have 380 up on top, do we have 380, do we have 380, it is currently 360, Judges Minor. 380, 380, do we have 380, 380? Anybody, 380. Here we go. 360 once.
It was during intermission that we reconfigured.
Last chance, everybody. 360 twice.
It's just that we tried that.
Sold to the top. Thank you, everybody.